Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yeah, on this chart here, we can see that Ethereum declined further and actually reached our target area now, the support area highlighted in the last few videos. Also on Discord and Telegram, I highlighted yesterday that it looks like it's going to get to sort of 1844 at least. Yeah, we did get there. I don't see any massive bullish responses yet, but you know how quickly things can change in the crypto market. I'm currently exploring the following idea on the Ethereum chart. The idea that on the 15th of June, a larger wave 2 finished. We moved up in a wave 1, came down in 2, moved up in 3, came down in 4, and the last leg up in a wave 5. A larger diagonal structure in a wave 1. Now I'm watching for the following. Obviously yesterday we started that, or a couple of days ago we started the decline, okay, and then saw that quick rally yesterday. We said, look, this until it breaks above 1960, we don't need to get super bullish again, yeah. But it could, of course, have been an extension of the wave 1, but only really likely above 1960. So it never broke that resistance. So it's just following now our path to the downside here, which is explained here on the roadmap. Now, certainly, there are different ways of counting this, right? This is just an idea because I don't like the look of this C wave. Not at all. I don't, this leaves a lot of room for interpretation. Yeah, best to focus on the support ranges that are relevant here for a wave 2. And I did highlight to you, if we really are here in a sort of WXY structure, yeah, so obviously the idea is maybe here an ABC, but then I have to say this move down doesn't look like a C wave. Well, it could be, but it would have to be something like, I mean, okay, you could possibly get away with counting 5 waves down complete. So maybe the C wave is in, but that's really unreliable micro counting. Don't want to get that much into the weeds, to be honest, because it's not clear. Yeah, if I counted that a small 1, 2, then it looks like 1, 2, but this would be another 1, 2, this another 1, 2, another 1, 2, doesn't work out. So something is wrong here. It could certainly be that we're dealing with a WXY structure here, and then we have an ABC or something really complex. Don't really want to get into that detail because it's just speculation. Doesn't really help anyone. So what we need to do, understand that we're now entering a support area. At the moment, looking at what we see in the chart, it doesn't seem as if we have reached a lasting low yet, but obviously we've now entered the area where we can expect a larger bounce. I did tell you that larger bounces in these corrections in a wave 2 often occur in the region between 1802 and, well, between the 50% retracement and the 38.2 retracement. In this case, between 1802 and 1843. Yeah, this is the area to watch. And then we have here the 1820 level in between as structural support. Okay, so it seems like we are reacting at the moment to that area. I did buy a little yesterday down here in the box. It's now slightly in profit, but it's nothing, I'm just starting to scale in here on the way down. If we go a little lower, if we go higher in the X wave, I'll take a bit of profit and so do a bit of gridding here. But the idea is that this is a little bit overall too shallow for all of wave 2. Yeah, can't be ruled out, but it's a bit too shallow. Sometimes the wave 2s go into the price region of the previous wave 4. So I cannot fully rule out that the wave 2 will finish here, but we haven't even reached it. So it would be good. I mean, somewhere here, obviously that wave 2 could be finished. What I primarily am looking for is though a clearer wave 2. So either in the region, so at least touching 1802. At least touching 1802. I'd like to see that maybe 1761, 1702. Ethereum likes to do the golden ratio, in this case 1761. It was worth waiting here as well on the way down. Yeah, you remember that I said lower, 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 lower. Also wanted to see here initially at least the 50% retracement, but the 61.8 retracement here was the level where it eventually reversed. Dipped a little bit below it, but eventually here around the golden ratio it reversed. So I'm looking forward to that potentially again. But it can be that we get this corrective bounce before and then come down to the golden ratio and then move. That would be the ideal structure for me. Have a nice WXY structure on the way down. this can drag on for a little bit, you know, this correction. And it would take a break above 1960 to convince me that we're already in a third wave rally at the moment, from what we can see now, because for me, the wave 2 is a little too shallow at this stage, and I need to see a 5-wave move above 1960, which is the B wave high, to have a really good understanding and confidence in the idea that we have already bottomed in wave 2. But the overall idea is we are bullish here on the chart, okay? We are bullish on the chart. So new bear market lows, I had a question in the previous video, you know, new bear market lows possible? Yeah, anything is possible. Is it likely though? At the moment, probably not. Yeah, I mean, we are in a resistance area at the same time now on a larger scale, surely. Yeah, if you zoom out, we are certainly in a larger resistance area. If you look at where we stand here on the chart, yeah, with resistance here around the $2,000 mark. And surely price can go to new bear market lows, but is it worth focusing on that? I don't know. You know, there's a lot of discussion, especially crypto Twitter loves to discuss about this stuff. Same discussion around Bitcoin. You know, I did read a statement of someone who's been bearish all the time. Obviously, price doubled, yeah, since October, November. I mean, the problem is always the same. People live in the future. Okay, you shouldn't live in the future. Live in the present, and then we can see clearly what the trend is. The trend is clearly up on relevant time frames. Short-term trend down, yes, and it will flip bearish if we break support levels. Okay, 1702 is one, 1534. But until that happens, and until it falters, until the house of cards starts to fall over, there is no reason to focus on bearish scenarios, because anybody who's doing that will not have followed the trend between June 2020 and now, and will have a massive opportunity cost. Yeah, so just be aware of that. We have to live in the present, and we have to adjust quickly. It's much better to live in the present, to not be biased, to go with the trend, to just listen to what the chart is telling us right now. We don't need to understand the future. Yeah, we don't need to predict the future. We just need to understand what happens now on these charts. And if we can do that, then we can quickly adjust our view and make trading decisions accordingly. Now, of course, you need to know about the possibility that a new bear market low can occur from a risk management point of view. But then I don't need to tell you that. Yeah, anything is always possible in these markets. So just someone talking about the possibility of a new bear market low, it's a waste of time, because not, of course, anything can happen. Ethereum could go to zero tomorrow, but that's not really a scenario that's highly likely as long as we're holding support. I hope that makes sense, right? Because anything is always possible. So risk management always needs to be part of your strategy anyway. Yeah, and if anybody entered in June, July, whatever last year, or in even October, November, and price has doubled or nearly doubled, by all means, why not take some profits and take some of that risk away, yeah, and then scaling back into these support regions. So, you know, I'm just saying, don't try to live in the future. If you do that and you have a bias, because people who live in the future often are emotional, don't take that as an offense, but it is what it is. Why do you live in the future? You have some hopes. Yeah, you hope for a certain development, and you're very much going to be disappointed if that development doesn't occur. And that's the problem with people living in the future. There are a few analysts out there who say, okay, Bitcoin's going to go below 10K, whatever. And that's, of course, something possible. We can look at that if supports try to break. But why look at it when we have reached prices that we haven't reached in a year? Okay, why look at that? I mean, of course, you know, you need to make sound trading decisions still. And it doesn't mean if prices doubled because you bought in November 22, for example, some Bitcoin or Ethereum, that just because the analysis says, okay, we're in an uptrend, that you need to hold, you know, keep hold of it. Take some partial profits along the way, but that is trading tactics, and you know, I'm not, you know, that's not TA, that's trading tactics, sound strategies, risk management. Okay, so just be aware we're in the present. Okay, very much Zen-like, and want to cut out all the noise. And here in the short term, Ethereum is coming down. 1702 is bullish support. If that breaks, we have to reset this wave 2. And yes, going a little bit more bearish, but it's not overall bearish on the chart. Okay, so it just means we're going into a higher degree bullish scenario. So we follow that through for you. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.